Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not usually pictured on your screen, is every-time producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Sweet Home Chicago, Chicago Blackhawks 2026-2027 season 3 start, part 11. Jeff, we had a successful draft and free agency after you stumbled your way into winning a Stanley Cup. So what do you have in store for us now?
Well, we got the prospects tournament now. So, yeah, just to recap where we are at this, we started out assuming we were going to have to rebuild the Blackhawks. For some reason, we had a really fast start. I think Spencer Knight, having him in goal for a full season, because we started the game with the post-trade deadline rosters at the beginning of 24-25. And that somehow led to a very productive season from the Hawks, even if that didn't do well in the playoffs. And by the time the second season rolled around, we were contenders, and somehow we won the cup, despite Adam starting me one game down in the first round.
Bah,
But
humbug.
yeah, now we've added a bunch of players in free agent. What free agent signings did we make? Forgotten already.
Welcome Hockey Pizza Oreos.
But yeah, there's a summary of what we've done since the season turnover. New contract on Levshunov, Nadeau, and Soderblom. One trade to Seattle. Just that was you shuffling around to get a second round pick, or no, you traded our second rounder and got a few mid rounders.
We traded back and grabbed a few more picks.
One big one, we did get Aaron Ekblad signed out of Florida.
Well, thanks for buying Hockey Pizza Oreos.
Yeah, 40-something leagues now. I forgot how many exactly we've got. And made a few junior signings, but that's about that. And yeah, we were at, as I was saying, we were at the prospects tournament, so a few extra guys on the roster. I'm just going to go through the games day by day here. And yeah, 4 days in a row. And after I get to the next day, I'll just back it up and take a look at our box score. Looks like we lost 2-1 to the Colorado prospects. Were there any moves we needed to make, Adam, or I think we were...
I think we were doing pretty... We re-signed everybody important already, I think.
Do have a traded offer from Vegas. What is this? Cole Schwint. Don't really want him. For Del Maestro in the AHL. No, Del Maestro's a couple years younger, so that's a bit of a downgrade. Don't really need to do that.
Yeah, we currently only have 3 roster spots, so we just need to be aware of that.
Oh, okay. So immediately sign 3 guys, right?
Sure.
Okay, there's game 1 of the Prospects tournament. AJ Spells, he gets into a fight on what's probably his first shift. And fairly low scoring. And decent defensive game from us. Oh no, that's them. No, still doing pretty good. Jake O'Brien, who we picked in the first round last year and signed this year, didn't have a great game and went in the first round of the draft in real life the other day. You happy with the Jets picks in the draft, Adam? Whoops, I didn't mean to continue.
Yeah, I mean, they threw a couple darts with their last couple of picks, but I mean, that's kind of what you expect for late round guys. I was a little bit surprised they ended up going with Sasha. I'm going to take a while before I learn how to say his last name. Lamidian.
Yeah.
I kind of thought maybe they would have taken Fiddler. His dad played 43 games. Yeah. He had a long pro career, but just not very long in the NHL.
Okay, so
but I mean, I trust the Jets.
It's a pretty safe pick. He's probably like third, number 3, number 4 guy. So middle pair, and probably going to make it. Just won't be a superstar or anything. So played the Penguins. Shootout loss looks like, or overtime. No, shootout.
Yeah, the biggest thing with him is just being another left-handed defenseman.
Not really sure about what the Canucks did. They picked a bunch of forwards who were, if not outright dirty, or at least kind of physical, but all of them are small. It's like we're trying to find the next Marchand, and I don't know how well that's going to work out for us. I mean, you see, yeah, that worked for the.
Hockey Pizza Oreos. Will the draft from last year's week be added to the game? Do you mean like updated rosters? Because the draft is currently in the game for you to do, as well as kind of next year's draft with rough estimates. But in terms of if there will not be any further roster updates for FHM 11.
Yeah, that'll be the new rosters will be in 12.
Yeah, for you dropping bombs already, officially announcing FHM 12.
Well, I think everyone can safely assume that it's going to be coming. Why is it telling me the roster's not complete? Yeah. But next day rather than swimming, but yeah, I mean, that's actually literally what I'm working on this week is getting the database turned over from the 24-25 to the 25-26 versions. There's a whole bunch of stuff I've got to do manually to get that all set up. Things like new teams and teams moving and so on. And league changes, structural stuff, and then I'll run the database update, and we'll get everybody in the right places. But that's coming along all right. Nothing new. How did we do against the Leafs? And another loss, 3-1 to Toronto this time. So prospects not looking great so far, and kind of weak defensively. Oh, Victor Klingsel had a nice game. Spellacy also seems to be doing pretty well.
Victor Kings, I know that name.
How do you know that name?
He's a Jets draft picked.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's the guy Jets took in the 5th round.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
In real life. In real life,
Yeah,
yes.
I know. Just looking at how he was doing this. Okay, and White Prospects Tournament off to a pretty weak start. We have a single point in 3 games, so we're not winning this one. Do like the Russian Canadian goalie we got in the second round, though. Apparently, Ian Clark recommends him, and he's in a good program in London.
Okay, well, there's actually
There's actually
no. As we're doing the prospects tournament here, like with Jets joining the Eastern Conference Canadian teams now for the prospect tournament, is going to be different since there's no one in Penticton this year. What are the Canucks doing for?
If I'd got a win here, Brian gets the first goal. And yeah, the game
keeping
from
track
Jake.
of all the dudes changing from CHL to the NCAA has got to be crazy. It's going to be different with the guys jumping back and forth.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
For sure.
I made a note to do that. We're going to have to go ahead and change the code on that a little bit because it's happening more often than I expect it to happen with guys who, guys like jumping out of junior early. So we're going to have to adjust that a bit, the AI a bit for that next year. So anyhow,
I mean,
prospects.
the one.
Go ahead.
The one Jets draft pick was in the USHL, going to the OHL to go to college in 2 or 3 years.
So with that win, we got one more day in the tournament. And then free agents. It's actually been a fairly quiet free agent signing period this year so far. A few big things, but I mean, Obviously,
everybody signed beforehand. So.
yeah, which just tends to be what's the trend in the game too. But so that we seem to have that right. I was happy that Besser signed. Didn't really expect that. I thought he was gone, but apparently he wanted to stay in Vancouver.
I saw there's where he said he could finally buy a house now or something like that.
Yeah, I had to. When I saw that in Reddit, I had to look and see if that was a Beaverton headline.
The question is if he can afford one now.
Yeah, so fourth place finish in the Prospects tournament. Penguins go undefeated. So not amazing, but we got to look at a few of the younger guys. And then the other interesting draft news: not draft. Brantford to the OHL signed that 7 foot tall Moldavian winger. Is he a winger? I think he's a winger. So it was only, I think, 16 or 17.
I thought you were going to talk about maybe the AHL coming back to Hamilton.
And the QMJHL going back to Newfoundland. So it's back to the 90s. Just need a team in Atlanta now.
Newfoundland was announced a while ago now.
Yeah. And then the WHL, we got Penticton playing this year, so it'll be a nice short road trip for Kelowna, and they'll be weak for a couple of years, so not bad. No,
Who, Kelowna?
It's trade. I was wondering why we were getting a trade mentioning Nolan Allen when he's our guy, but it's just a proposal. Okay, Tobias Bjornfoot for Nolan Allen. Allen played, all last year in the AHL. Was okay-ish. Bjornfoot was practically half the year in the ECHL and these 2-star potential. Nah.
Is that a thing, Smelly Wrestling Geek? I must have missed that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that was coming. I can't remember when exactly that is. Not up to the CCHL yet in the update.
Is Tucson done then? Or what?
And now the Rangers offering us a proposal.
After this season?
Brother of the more impressive Ryan Rubrick for Del Maestro again. No. Yeah, I should take a very quick look here just at the end of the month. If we do need to sign anybody, but you're right, we were total contracts is at 47. We got lots of protected list space, but don't think we want.
Well, we'll get a little bit when we send some guys down. We'll get a couple spots.
Yeah, there's guys on the roster now that were there for the Prospects tournament. Anybody that needs to go down immediately? Not really. Anybody that I should put on the roster for exhibition season? Lardis had a good year in the AHL, so I'm going to call him up at the just for the preseason Same for Gutman. And anybody? Oh yeah, Hayes too. I can't remember. Did Rockford win the AHL championship last year? Yeah, they did. So yeah, that's right. Because we got
Yes.
both.
Yep.
Oh, Calder and Stanley Cups. And then a bunch of draft picks on top of that. So we're in pretty good place shape now. I actually should check the prospects report.
Smelly Gus and Geek. I don't
what...
think he would want to buy them. Be a bad idea to buy them.
Prospect rankings. Number 2 overall. Pretty good because we don't have a guy higher than number 20. So no one single prospect. Just got a lot of depth. And position-wise, we are pretty far down. 15th. Ouch.
I mean, I think we lost some guys off that list, did we not?
What list?
Probably. Well, I mean, in terms of who our prospects were, like,
oh yeah,
because guys have played in the
guys,
NHL.
Yeah.
But I mean, you go look at our top prospects; it is not overly flowing with. It's not bad, but we don't have any top 9 prospects. 2 of them are goalies. Sorry, top 10 prospects. 3 of them are goalies.
Utah and Ottawa trade, nothing too big. So I'll just roll this around to the start of the exhibition season, and I guess be able to get to the start of the regular season too. I think I want to try a few guys out in the preseason. A few contract signings. Oh, so you did the season budget on July 1st, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah. I made sure I didn't go by that because I have before.
And you signed some scouts to replace the ones we lost to retirement, right?
We did,
I'm pretty sure you remember doing that, yeah. And in September, I don't think we had any team morale problems, harmony problems.
Well, we did, but then we lost our captain. Or rather, we sent our captain away and he retired.
Now, a couple of guys didn't like Foligno. He retired, so end of that problem.
I don't know if you saw this because it just happened too, Jeff. Did you see Brent Burns signed with Colorado?
Yeah, I just saw that as we were just getting ready to come on. I'll see how much he's got left. He's
Texacan.
Is he at 40 yet? He's 39.
He's 40. What's stopping perfect team mode licensing with the NHLPA, among many other things?
And a whole lot of money. You want to front us a couple of million, we can handle that.
Now, the Jets did sign an ex-Canuck. Did you see that, Jeff?
Oh, yeah.
They signed Pizza
Pearson,
Boy.
yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, another ex-Canuck. Sorry.
Oh, which one?
It said Pizza Boy. Di Giuseppe.
Oh, Phil, yeah. I'll go nuts with him.
Yeah, the Jets signed 5 players all at once and announced them all at once. Although, like, Cal Clegg had leaked earlier and Phil Giuseppe, but then they assigned Isaac Poulter, Walker Dueller, and Samuel Fugmayo?
Fugebo, yeah.
I tried it.
Yeah, so
I didn't
that's
realize
just
he had
depth
so
for
many
Manitoba,
goals.
really.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize he had 40 goals in the AHL last year. 40 goals in like 50 games, too.
I'm still trying to figure out our goaltending situation. Vancouver, I mean. Spending a
Yeah.
lot of money on goalies, on two goalies, both of whom have no movement clauses. And particularly when Shilovs is coming off a really good playoff in the AHL.
Maybe he'll be traded to Edmonton.
I'd be happy to move Lankinen to Edmonton.
I never understood why Edmonton didn't sign him in the first place, but that's. Excuse me.
Supposedly, I don't know if this is a real rumor. This is, I think, coming from Kevin Weeks, but they might be looking at Carter Hart, which would be a little controversial. And obviously, nothing's going to happen in that regard until the trial is over, probably the end of this month.
Nothing's gonna surprise me.
But yeah, really not sure. I guess we will be. I'm sure the Canucks are going to make some more moves before camp because I think we're above cap right now. But a lot of things could go wrong next season. But I think it's going to boil down to whether or not Pettersson shows up this year.
I mean, it was always going to be like that, I think.
Yeah. Okay. A few more trades. Peyton Krebs to Winnipeg.
Former Winnipeg Ice, back to Winnipeg.
Or a third rounder. Yeah, he hasn't really been working out in Buffalo, so see if that turns around for him. And we are at the start of the exhibition season. So I will just play around with the rosters a little bit, get everybody in at some point. Try the rookies out. And see if there's any urgent needs. But, I mean, a lot of the young guys are up to at least 2.5 stars now, so I think we're in good shape. And the opener against Ottawa, and Ottawa wins 4-3. Oh, bad game for Vlasic. Kurchinski too. And I'm not really seeing any of the younger guys standing out. Oh, Oliver Moore has a couple of assists. I think I'll do 3-4 games like this and cut the roster down and
Sounds like a good plan.
yeah, get something close to the regular starting lineup, and I need to check, go through and check the roles if any changes need to be made there. And cap reminder, but I think we're in good shape there. Second game against Boston. Get Soderblom to start. And another loss, 2-1 for the Bruins this time. Nice game out of Besser. Renzel did okay. Alacombe had a good game. Nothing too amazing. Nobody really standing out. What do you think of the Marchand contract?
I think that's cap circumvention at its finest.
What, you don't think he's going to play until he's, what, was it, 43?
Mangiapane's a great signing by the Oilers. Not a lot of money, bringing him back to Alberta where he had success.
And speaking of the Oilers, we got them now. 2-1 win. Oh, was it? No, I remember right, didn't the Oilers, yeah, they had lost their goaltending. And it doesn't look like they've replaced much with left. They're still going with Evan Rodriguez, the starter, apparently. They really
Skinner was still sitting on free agency unless he signed.
Still on side, so they may go after him yet. Anybody else left out there? He's probably the top one, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, Darnell Nurse also unsigned. And I think I'll start making some cuts at this point. Yeah, Smelly Wrestling Big Panthers are going to be tough this year, again.
Even though they're over the cap with only 6 defensemen signed.
Yeah, there are ways around that, I'm sure. Well, slightly better offer for Allen this time, but still not quite good enough. Okay, LaBerge still has, whoops. Oh no, he's must be a late birthday, so he goes to the AHL. And Renzel, coming straight out of college, will start him in Rockford as well. 7 defensemen, yeah, stay with that. Oh, Lucas Reichel looks like he slipped a little. Oh, Polano, 2.5 stars too. Paneker is not can't go to junior, so AHL it is for him.
Well, having more, our AHL team still needs some guys anyway, so.
Yeah, actually, it looks like Lardis may make the team at the start of the year, although I'm not sure he's going to be dressed. And what I'll do now, I just want to quickly, using this screen, using player screen and the arrow keys, I'm going to run through the tactical roles and just make sure nobody's in one that isn't really well suited for them. Colmock's okay, Kaiser, because the ratings will change over time, and sometimes you want to better balance roles too, but everything looks okay so far. Actually, Lamoureux can go to stay at home, so that one was worth changing. Don't want to get too far off what we used last year. So obviously we want to cup with it. He's a little small to be shooting, to be a screener, so move him to the outside. But one of the things that really took off for us in the first season too, you see the stats, Bedard is scoring a lot more goals than he actually has for the Hawks. We took him out of the playmaker role and made him more of a shooter, and that's worked out really, really well. Moore, who's going to make the team out of college? Speedy forward, okay. And O'Brien out of junior, so 2 rookies on the at center. Let's see how that works out. Because we lost John Tavares in the offseason, didn't re-sign him, and Jason Dickinson left as well after winning the Selke. Besser we will leave in front of the net. Reichel looks fine. Nazar. Trying to do more of a playmaking role this year. Okay, that's that. Quick scan through the tactics now. I'm just looking for anything where we've suddenly got a bunch of guys that are on the bad or terrible fit. Possibly one for the defensive zone coverage there. Looks like, man, it's going to work best for us in that. Again, I'm not looking to make big moves here because we've obviously had some success last year, but that's going to be an improvement there. Okay, tactics-wise looks good. AI lines say same first line as last year. O'Brien on the second line. Reichel actually made the second, despite looking like he declined. Reichel goes on to the second line. Yeah. Don't know if I like that. We'll keep an eye on that. And Kaiser is going to play with Ekblad in the number 2 pair. Okay, well, we'll go with this for now. Tried in a couple of exhibition games, see how it works.
Good as idea as any.
And go to Joshua out of Vancouver for a 4th rounder. And the Canucks make another pick. John Hayden, who they picked up last year for a third rounder. So Vancouver getting a couple of draft picks. Just curious as what they're looking like now. Still the same goalies. D looks pretty familiar. Now they got Chris Tanev in camp on a tryout. Oh, I didn't think to bring anybody in on a tryout. No, a little late for that. Oh, they may be. Now we'll go with the regular lineup. See if we can start building some chemistry, particularly with the number of rookies on the team now. And there we go, 4-3 win over the Blues. First line is a decent game. Kurchinski, not too good, but other than that, fairly solid. And none of our guys in the exhibition scoring leaders, so hopefully they're just saving it for the regular season. I'll try Lardis into that second line winger spot. We got Dreichel in right now. He had a very good year in the AHL last year, so just want to give him a chance. 4-3 loss. And how did Lardis do? All right. And 2 or 3 games left in the exhibition season, and we should get up, right up to the start of the regular season, and you'll get to play the early part of the season, Adam. Try not to put us in too much of a hole.
Bold of you to assume I'm going to play it.
And Vancouver trades a pick away this time, getting Lucas Edmonds out of the Rangers. There we go, training camp development report. Bedard's still improving, that's good. Kaiser a couple of points. Oh, big jump for Oliver Moore. So he may stick. Same, another one out of O'Brien. Okay, those are the 2 guys we really needed to move, and they did. Okay, pretty good. Has anybody crashed and burned? Not terrifying. I'm going down a little bit. Generally, that's a pretty good camp report. And good season ticket sales. Question from Snelly Wrestling Geek in the chat. Any plans to adjust the speed of the 2D gameplay for FHM 12? I'm assuming you're not talking about how long it takes to simulate, just like the actual viewing speed. Oh, you want, okay, yeah, something between regular speed and fast. Yeah, I can see if we can do that. That's not something that's particularly hard to do, just another step between those.
Yeah, I think Sebastian was talking something about that at one point.
No, I think he was talking more along the line. What we've been discussing is more along the lines of getting it just to simulate faster when you're not watching it. Trying to do on that second line spot now. It's Minnesota and 6-0 shutout. So hopefully we're getting a nice little warm start of the regular season. Bertuzzi with 3 points. Pretty good. And Bertuzzi breaks into the top 10 scoring with that. And one more game here against Boston, and then we'll be up at the start of the regular season. We should also keep an eye on waivers just in case anything comes through. Now we got a pile of trade proposals here. Okay. Nope.
Well,
Oh, those are trades. Just one. I thought those were proposals. I saw they only got the one.
you say it doesn't look like a lot there.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go back to Evan Reichel on that second line.
No, you must be wrong, Smelly Wrestling Geek. Jeff just tells me that's my fault. I would be remiss if we didn't mention too. FHM 11 is on sale right now.
Yep.
For 67% off. All the way until, as I look this up, July 10th, 2025.
And we get shut out 4-0 by the Bruins to end the exhibition season, so that's not great, but
if you're watching this, you have somewhere around about a week left.
Yeah.
Whether you're watching it live or on the YouTube replay.
And Nadeau gets a bruised hip, but that's the only injury we get in the exhibition season, so good news there. Made it through that relatively unscathed.
But it's surprisingly good.
And the Bruins making yet another trade proposal. They want us to take Rasmus Ristolainen for Allen.
It's just not. It's not on sale there, Smelly Wrestling Geek.
Ristolainen's only got 1 year in his contract, but he's down to 2 stars, so I don't think we want to pick him up. I didn't even look at our cap situation. Do you remember how far we were under?
We're under. But I think we were. No.
77
Should be under.
So, yeah.
Yeah, lots of room.
23 million cap space, so tons of room. That's with the 10% off-season cushion, which will be ending in a minute, but still we're in very good place, which makes me wonder, anybody... I think Darnell Nurse is still out there. Do we want to try and grab another free agent, even though that'll put us at 48 contracts?
Not him.
About a 39-year-old Chris
in...
Letang.
I was looking at Neil Pionk there, I saw. What's he want?
Estimated at $4.9 million. If you negotiate with him, he says $4.9 million over 3 years. No clauses.
It's our defensive depth right now. He would slide in.
Lamoureux would go down.
Jackson
and, or Kaiser might be another one that could go down. You think?
Yeah, Kaiser, Rinzel. I mean, right shot defenseman wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's a little more contract, but we can move it if he's not got anything on it, so it's not the worst.
See if we
I don't
just
think it's
meet
a
the
bad
offer.
deal.
What does he say?
So try and put it at 4.5.
Oh, we can lose anybody. Oh, he signed right away. Anybody significant we might... Oh, we might lose Allen on waivers. I didn't think of that. Tell Maestro, too. A couple of those guys we were trying to trade, so... Let's just see if we can.
Sneak some guys here.
Uh,
Is there anybody worthwhile on waivers for us to look at?
Okay, got a bunch of offers back when I tried shopping Alan, but the idea is get somebody that we can't, we aren't going to lose. Ooh, look at this, third rounder from Panthers.
Easy enough to say yes on that.
Rangers offered one too, and so in Philadelphia, yeah. Other teams are seeing a lot more in this guy than we do, apparently. Jets as well. So Jets, Rangers, Flyers, Panthers. Which one is likely to be the best? Highest?
I wouldn't send them to someone in the division.
Rangers, I think, then.
Sure.
Okay, so we got a extra third rounder next year. Speaking of which, what do our 2027 draft picks? Oh, we already had a second rounder from Vancouver.
Yeah. First, second, third,
Oh, that
fifth,
was the third round
sixth,
2 years
sixth.
from now, actually.
Whatever. That's good. We don't have any extras then.
And I'll break out of this right after this day so we can see who's on waivers. Kyle Connor tied for the points lead in the exhibition season. And Utah dumps Josh Stone, just as they did in real life.
That was a bit of a surprise.
We can't give him 20, so let's give him. No, we'll give him 20. And Lamoureux goes down. And I'm going to put Pionk in for Kaiser. But that means he and Ekblad swap sides, so we got a brand new middle pair. A couple of rookies at center. Other than that, it's the cup winning team from last year, pretty much. Oh, and check the waivers. A lot of 2.5 star guys. That's our own guy, Pastuyev. I think we're going to lose some people here. Lauren Brossois, who doesn't, though he played a little bit in Anaheim after we traded him AHL all last year.
There's some quality guys on that list.
Yeah, I'll just creep ahead one day and see what happens. I'm sure some of them are going to move. And there'll be a lot of moving around here, so it'll take a little bit longer to get through the day than normal. Teams are adjusting their rosters when the NHL does it, and then it sort of trickles down to everybody else. There's a knock-on effect all the way through. Okay, so we do lose Colton Dutch to Utah, and Stuyov as well. Other than that, doesn't we look like we watched or we lost anybody? Landon DuPont of Everett, not surprisingly, the top prospect for the upcoming draft. Season preview, and we are not mentioned in the Cup favorites.
Harsh.
The utter disrespect. And none of our players mentioned either. We'll show them. Set up the monthly budget and start bumping spending up a little bit. Because despite the owner taking a big chunk of our money last year, we're still in pretty good shape. And let's get up to opening night. Oh, okay, yeah. Studio up to Utah, we knew that. So Rockford loses a couple of guys that would have been in their starting lineup, but I think we've got enough guys down there that they'll be able to work around it, and it'll get some of the prospects a little more playing time. Okay, Lardis really wants 16.
How dare he?
I don't know if you saw the NHL officially confirming that the NHL players will be in Milan this year for the Olympics. That'll be cool.
I did see that. Yeah.
I wonder what the game times are going to work out like in North America for that.
Well, they're what?
5 hours ahead of Eastern, I think.
Yep. Well, 7 hours ahead of me, 9 hours ahead of you. So maybe get a couple afternoon games.
I'll check the waivers. We've got a few new guys on it. Logan and Connor, but nothing really jumps out. Although Eric Brandstrom, who had a really great year with us, and then we traded him and doesn't seem to have done much in St. Louis, to the point where he's probably headed for the minors now.
That's not something they would do, Smelly Wrestling Geek.
And season started with the 2 European games, and Florida swept the Rangers 2-0. And we're still getting offers for Del Maestro, but none of these are any good. I'm going to take him off the trading block. You can put him back on later if you want. Defenseman. Oh, is Thornton finally healthy again? He looked like a big prospect, and then he ruptured his Achilles tendon. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to play at the start of the season, so see if he turns it around. We've got more defensemen than Rockford needs, so I'm going to put Kuzma in the CHL Indianapolis to start the year. Forwards, yeah, maybe one too many. Yeah, I'll put the bottom guy, Spellacy, in the ECHL as well. Give him some more playing time. Yeah, looks like we're starting the season against Utah, so we'll see if they've got our former minor leaguers in the lineup. And here we go, home opener. 3-1 win. And Gavin Hayes, how'd he get? Oh, he's getting some power play time with Bedard apparently. a couple of points.
That'll do.
And where are our guys? Colton Datch, yeah, he played, but he was terrible for Utah. And who's the other guy? Opustuyov. Better game out of him, but still no points. Utah's really overhauled their roster here. TJ Ginla. Looks like he's gotten pretty good. But, yeah, don't know if I like their defensive depth. Joe Hicketts is there. Okay, bad game from Veleno. Bad game for Pionk in particular. Oops. 2 goals from Bedard. Off to a good start to the season. And I will just get you up to this Carolina game, and I'll leave that one for you, and do that start there next week. Because unlike you, I leave you with a win.
First time ever.
And then you can completely ruin this for a week, and then I'll try to recover it again.
Okay, trade away Connor Bedard. That's what I just heard I'm doing next week. Okay, done. We'll trade away Besser, Bedard, Donato, Spencer Knight, and our entire defensive corps.
No, you got to wait until Cardinals fan is back to do that. You wouldn't want to deprive him of seeing that.
Until who, sorry?
Cardinals fan in chat.
He'll probably be here just because he heard that.
Okay, so quick overview. No injuries. Harmony is just about perfect. Media is suspicious of it. Oh, we still got that stuck owner. What's going on there? And fans are happy. Everybody loves us. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there. You want to sign it off, Adam?
Sure. So with that, thank you very much for tuning into the Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments, with stream archives going live typically Saturdays at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our European viewers. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. You can find us on Bluesky as @Franchise Hockey, also on Threads, Instagram, and all the other social media places. Of course, you can come down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to the official forums and come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. As we mentioned before, right now for the next week, so up until July 10th, 2025, FHM 11 is on sale for 67% off. So there's no better time to buy than right now. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think we've covered pretty much everything. Like you said, 67% off on Steam right now. Don't ask us for the exact price. But it works out to something different. Is it even a round number in US dollars? I don't think so.
Oh, it's $14 something, I think, US.
Yeah, Canadian's an odd number too, but 2/3 off. Good enough. Okay, so
Canadian's just shy of $20. Yeah.
So thanks for coming out, everybody. Belated Happy Canada Day to everybody, and Happy 4th to the Americans. So we will see you back here in a week from now.